Hi, Stitchers.
Hi, I'm Keisha.
I'm Laura. Welcome to the Pattern Queens episode 199.
Ooh. Today is Saturday, January the 3rd. Happy New Year! I hope you guys all had a great holiday. And we just want to welcome you to our channel. We've got some cool things for you today because not only are we doing a December wrap up, but we're doing a 2025 wrap up. So
Mhm.
settle in.
Lots to talk about. So grab a
Yes.
beverage, grab your snack, your breakfast, whatever you're doing,
Mhm.
and just be ready to listen. And there should be all sorts of fun stuff. And I am not, I'm gonna give you a little spoiler. I am not showing my 26 projects, my focus 26 for 26. So you
Mhm.
don't have to sit through that many projects.
Yeah. Yeah, just the December ones. It's fine.
I'm
Mm-mm.
thinking maybe I'll make an extra video and show those 26.
Oh, yeah, that would be cool. I have only worked on one thing so far this year. I could show you if you wanted me to, but
You could.
I did bring it in here.
Awesome. So, we love that you're here with us. We know you have lots of choices, especially at this time of year with all the
Mhm.
whip parades.
Right.
And we hope that you're enjoying what you see. And please leave us a comment. We love to get back to you and interact with you.
Mhm.
So, before we get started, Keisha, what's new with you this week?
Oh, well, it's been a couple weeks, right? All of the celebrations, we had some illness hit our house. That was not good. But everybody's well, and I'm in one of my favorite sweaters, so it's a good day. What's new with you?
Ooh, I have had 2 weeks off from school and I have made good use of them,
Hmm.
really good use of them. And I've gotten a lot of relaxing in. Our friend Eunice was here from Canada and we got to see her a couple of times and hang
Nice.
out. It was just great. So it's been lovely. We had a nice Christmas and yeah, the whole thing.
Good.
It's just been lovely.
Good.
So are you ready to get into this craziness?
Yeah, let's at least make an attempt at it.
So we thought what might be easier is to go through December first and then to kind of give you the end of year wrap up.
Yes.
So I'm going to tell you that in December, I started with 135 whips and I ended with 131 whips.
Ooh,
I had one new start and I had six finishes.
amazing.
I'm going to show you my finishes. So the big one, the one that started the wave of finishes, is Blackberry House.
I love it so much.
Now, what I left off is she designed this to be put into a cabinet, and at the top were scallops that look like this,
Hmm.
just turned the other way. And I left those off since I'm not doing that.
Right.
But yeah,
Oh,
and I got to use my 2025 that I had already charted.
nice.
So I love this. I'm going to have to wait for a good framing sale and then get that one taken care of.
I love it. Well,
But
now I have to find a new favorite whip of yours.
yeah, well, and I may have something to go in that bag if I think about it again.
Oh, okay.
Then the next one I finished on the last day of fall is Stitch
You
and
did
Inch Fall. I
it.
have not ironed anything. And the fun thing with this, I've given Keisha a warning. I said, "Oh, make sure you're ready for the back stitch because those trees
Hmm.
are not a joke."
Yeah.
And they're not bad, but like she's over one, so it'll be interesting.
Yeah, it will be. Not looking forward to it, especially.
Yeah. And um I did take my time with it because I wanted it to lay nicely. And it's
Right.
not really back stitch. She calls them long stitches.
Mm,
So you didn't have to do each one individually.
right.
Then, oh, and I didn't tell you. Okay, so on Blackberry House, I did a total of 3,416 stitches to get that one finished, and it was 17% of my monthly total.
Wow.
And oh, I don't have one of my little finishes. Stitch an Inch Fall, I did 1,257, and it was 6% of my monthly stitches. And then my next one was Patchwork Deer.
Oh, wow.
Keisha is surprised because this was nowhere near it. I did 2,784 stitches, and it was 14% of my stitching.
Wow. I love that one.
I kind of got on a roll and um, just chats with friends and things, got this one moved along, and I was able to get it done. So, and I'm telling you, I told Keisha earlier, I said, oh, this was my second highest month for finishes. The
Mhm.
highest was June. And coincidentally, they both occurred when, oh, oh, they both occurred when I was out of school. I just noticed something here.
Hmm.
I think I have one more finish than I thought I did.
Oh, well, that's a surprise.
And
Excellent.
no, what, no, one more for the year
Oh.
because maybe I didn't list one. No, I did. Oh, okay. The first one was really Christmas Hippo. And I think I sent that in our group chat. He's just a little cutie. He was a freebie from the
The
Blue
blue flower.
Flower, and you can look it up and do that one if you are so inclined. And I'm trying to see if I sent it to you
Go to the Blue
separately.
Flowers website. She has a lot of really great freebies.
Yes, and I mean this one is just so cute, and I have wanted to do this one for so long, so it was just fun. Uh, our group has been really prolific, so it's before that. There he is. Here is what he looked like.
Oh, so cute.
And I did this on a piece of Haley's Garden, just a scrap.
Mhm.
It's the same as I use for another one of my whips. So anyway, that's that one. And he was a total of 882 stitches. I don't think I frogged on him. So he was 5% of my total, and he was finished number 39 for the year. So then number 43 for the year was the planner.
Oh, looks so good.
Thank you, thank you. And I love the blue that I use for the butterfly in there.
It's very striking.
And still, I feel like my big star right under it shows really nicely. So
Mhm.
all the fun things. I just did a gradient of colors. Those colors are silks from BeStitch Me, and the big butterfly is, yeah, I think it's cerulean. Yes, from Gentle Arts.
Mm.
It was just the one that I thought went the best.
Yeah.
And then I caught up on my gridiron grind.
Okay.
So I finished Here Comes Treble.
S-
That's the last one in the series.
Wow.
The other two I finished in November. So whatever points they score this weekend, because this will be our last game,
Mhm.
I'll have to do, and I think I'm doing that on Half the Fun
Okay.
because it's another Ink Circles piece.
Sure.
So those are all of my finishes for the month.
Wow. Wow. That's good.
You're like, I can't sit here any longer.
No, no, I'm just like, wow.
And I worked on 19 projects for a total of 19,528 stitches during the month,
Wow.
which was my fourth highest total. I wanted so badly to get over 20,000 again this month, and I just
You
couldn't. I was
almost did.
tired.
Right. Now I'm marveling over just the sheer variety in your projects. Like, it's like, here are six things. They're all completely different.
They all had a purpose. So two of
Yeah.
them were our daily stitches, which,
Hmm.
yeah, that means that they are not in season. Oh,
Right.
and my one new start was the Christmas hippo.
Mm.
So I had other starts planned, and I just put my head down and said, no, I'm going to focus on what I already have,
God.
and I'm going to get through things.
Yeah. I just
So
think one of the most fun things about your stash in general is that you're so eclectic. And so it's just kind of fun to see all of them like one after another.
where my brain goes,
Right.
right?
Right. It's what you like, and I love it.
Do you want me to finish out my December stats?
If you'd like to.
Okay. Um, the project with the highest total of stitches, no surprise. Blackberry House, 3,416
Mhm.
stitches. Yeah.
Right.
And then the highest daily number of stitches was 1,463, which only accounted for 7% of my month.
Hmm.
If I figured that right. I think I did. The lowest was 128, which was 0.6% of my monthly total. I worked on an average of 2.7 whips per day, and I'll give you the yearly total and those things when we go through the yearly stats. What you
Amazing.
got?
Well, um, this was the worst month of the year for me. I had a lot of life happen. There's been a lot going on. I'm fine. The boys are fine. There's just stuff going on with my extended family, and then just the holidays and stuff. There were several days where I didn't stitch at all, and that's okay. I gave myself a break. It's New Year's resolution to try to stitch every day because I do feel like it helps me mentally, just like have some wind down time. It just didn't happen in December for me. I did a total of 1,870 stitches, which is an average of 60 stitches per day. So it was not a great month, but that's okay. January is a new month. My highest day was 241 stitches, and my lowest day was 0. I worked on a total of 5 projects. I started one thing. I finished nothing. So our daily stitches, I'm pretty close. Like I've got just a corner of the planner piece left. So I already stitched 2025 into it, so I've got to finish it now.
Because
Um,
that's when you did most of the stitches, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
over three-quarters of it was done in
Mhm.
2025, so it's fine. It's okay. I realized that I probably just needed to give myself a break, is what I needed. So, would you like to see some of the things I worked on?
Sure.
All right. Well, here's where I ended Stitch an Inch Fall, and I'm doing it 1/1. So yeah, that backs the straight stitches are going to be kind of interesting, but they may lay a little bit nicer since my things are tinier. Maybe
Yeah,
easier.
well, and I mean, at least you know they're all straight stitches. They're going to go in there, and
Right.
really, you're just going to make it work.
Yeah. Well, and it's like it's tree branches, so if it's not 100%, it's a
Hmm.
little wonky, it's okay. I did 553 stitches on this. It was about 30% of my total stitches.
And okay, we don't have a daily stitch again until March 24th.
Hmm.
So there's a soft deadline for you.
Yeah, there
A
we go.
gentle, how about a gentle deadline for you?
That's it. Please, please be so gentle with me.
And see, then you will only have that one daily stitch.
Yeah. So, well, I'm also working on a new hate. I started that. I'll show you guys that later. Um, the problem is despite everybody trying to be gentle with me, I'm not always gentle with myself. Um, here's my planner piece. I'm doing this 1/1 on a 32 count soft lilac or pastel lilac from Wichelt.
Awesome. So you have two colors to finish, right?
Hmm.
You've
Yeah,
started that blue.
Yeah. So I've got to finish that, and then there's one more in the little corner there. So, and that won't take that long. A lot of it's border, and this border stitches really fast.
It does. It does. That
So
helped me mentally get through some things when I stopped stitching on mine while I finished Blackberry House and
Mhm.
was pushing for
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
So
I I'm gonna take a little break from over one stuff, I think.
I think that's good.
So I have a few more things. Do you want to show anything else, or do you want me to keep going?
You can keep going.
Okay. I guess I should have said I did 715 stitches on that this month, and that was about 40% of my total. Uh, I also worked on, now these aren't going to have that many stitches in them. Oh, well, I have one more that has a lot of stitches in it. And I do not have the cover photo for this, so I am sorry. Someone decided to take it. But this is Silver Bell's Globe from Bent Creek, and I did quite a bit
Ah,
on
so cute.
that this. So I only have a little bit more to fill in, and then there's a big globe that goes around it. Sorry, I don't have the cover page, guys. Very
Is that one
unprofessional.
going in the car with you?
It should, because it's winter, so a little less Christmas. And it would be good because it's pearl cottons. So yeah, I'll take that in the car with me today. Thank you for the suggestion.
I
Probably
solved
better.
that issue for you.
Yeah, probably better than the Hade. Um, I did 401 stitches on it, and that was 21% of my total. I've got two more things.
Okay. I have
Uh,
two left and I'll show them after you.
okay, sounds great. Another one that I worked on, I only did 126 stitches on this. It's Santa's stamp collection from the Black Needle Society.
Ooh,
And I just worked a little bit on this stamp. I picked it up one day and then I didn't really work on it anymore. I used it for a challenge in our group and I just
it's
didn't get back to it.
it's looking more like ribbon candy.
Yes, yes, instead of just white blob. This one is really fun. I probably need to, I know that we've kind of talked about having a, doing certain days where we do seasonal stitches. I'd
Hmm.
really like to get this one done because I like it a lot. And I told myself that I can't do Jack's stamp collection until I finish that one.
Oh,
Um, and then one last thing, it's not going to look like a lot. I decided that I was going to start something new. Uh, for like, I started this, I think, Christmas Eve, and it's Candy Claus
uh-huh.
from Satsuma Street. And it's just a little kit. And I don't even know if this is really going to show up. There we go. I
Yeah,
did like 75 stitches on his beard. So
cute.
didn't do very much of him. He doesn't look like. So I just kind of wanted uh to start something new. But and like I said, I did 75 stitches on him, and because it was a down month, that was 4% of my total. So
The only other ones that I have one more that was from my 12 days because I've shown you all the other ones this
mhm.
month. It's Silent Night, and I kind of pushed on this because I'm putting some etoile in
Okay.
some spots. So I
Ooh,
finished, here, let me put this behind it. I finished the church.
okay.
And okay, that is Weeks Dye Works White Lightning.
Hmm.
You can see the gray in it.
Yeah.
It's the coolest color to use for that.
That's only one color of floss?
Yeah.
That's amazing because it almost looks like it's two.
Yeah.
That's
And I
awesome.
love how it came out. So I definitely had to stitch in rows back
Right.
and forth. Um, and you can see that before I don't know if you get any sparkle. I used a toile for those little snowflakes,
Mm.
and then I used mostly just white through the snow down here. But oh yeah, you kind of catch the texture difference.
Yeah.
I put a toile on top. This is Katie's idea, and
Mm.
then scattered a few through the snow underneath there.
Yeah.
So
Very
it will be
cool.
really, I mean, you see it in person. So
Yeah.
it'll be
That's
really
awesome.
fun. And I really wanted to keep this out and finish this because I just was having fun. But there's a lot more there. Like I have
Hmm.
all of these trees and all of this top and the snowflakes.
Right.
So probably next year I will get crazy and it will get finished
Hmm.
because I will have the urge to just finish it.
Yes.
So there was that one. And then a silly one that I still have in my hoop that I got a wild hair and decided, you know what, I want to work on this is bubblegum from
Oh,
bubblegum, yeah, from La Di
yeah.
Da. And this one I am using the floss that we got from the Saturday morning stitching
Mhm.
box. And they are fun, bright colors. And I'm using one classic Colorworks in pink champagne. Now, these are the three that I still have to go because I'm finished with the pink champagne. I have not used this one yet. It's
Mm.
more purpley. You'll see a pink when I do this, but all of my pink stitches are done.
Oh, wow.
They went in pretty quickly, really. And then yeah, the numbers will all match the outside border. And this is the funky green
Oh, I love it.
and how it's going to show up as bubble gums. So,
That's fun.
okay, and on here I'm seeing this. There's this huge slub in
Oh,
this fabric. My stuff's sitting on the back. Do you see
uh-huh.
that? And I
Yes.
pulled it through to the back. I mean, like it sticks out.
Uh-huh.
So I am going to figure it out, but I'm going to see where stitches go around it
Yeah.
and see if I can get it in there and anchored down.
Hmm.
So the weirdness that you come up against while you're
That's
stitching.
right. That's right. Linen sometimes gives you fun challenges.
So hopefully I didn't just splash my pattern there.
I don't think so.
Okay, good. But that's really, I mean, I worked on um a couple of pieces for my 26 for 26 on New Year's Eve.
Mhm.
However, Katie and I are doing that a little bit differently this year, so I wasn't changing every half hour.
Right.
So I didn't end the year with, 13 more whips.
Hmm.
But anyway, that's the stitching for the year. Do you have any more to say about December?
I did there are a couple more stitches that we kind of do the same thing where the stitches count on the day until you go to sleep.
Hmm.
Uh, but I made one exception and I did start my hate at midnight and I'm counting it in January stitches because I started it after midnight. That was my New Year, new start. So there are a couple more stitches. It's not enough to change my total much, um,
Yeah.
but
I
they're
mean,
counted in 2026.
I did count the stitches in
Mhm.
2025 for the other couple of projects,
Mhm.
but I didn't pull those out to show just because I'll show them as a group.
Later, yeah.
So, yeah. So you want to talk about the year?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay. You want to do yours?
Oh, sure. So I did a total of 67,301 stitches this year.
Awesome.
And that is an average of a little over 184 stitches a day. My goal is 200. I'm a little off of it. That's okay.
You were pretty close.
Yeah. I finished 14 things this year. Uh, there were only five of them that were like personal things. The rest of them were models, which is fine. I had a lot of fun with models this year. I got to stitch a lot of snails. Uh, and that was really fun. Um, of the five that I stitched that weren't models, three of them left me because three of them were gifts. So I got to keep two things this year. That's okay. I like giving stuff away. And one of them I actually fully finished and gave to uh one of my work friends, and so I get to see it all the time because it's in her room. Uh, do you want to guess how many things I worked on? Because you said that you were going to make me
Ooh.
guess how many things you worked
Okay, I'm going to guess you worked on 68 projects.
on. Ooh, that's a good guess, except for it was 37. I didn't work on that many
Okay.
things this year.
Okay.
Um, Probably because I was in a little bit of a slump there for a bit, but that's okay. I worked on 37 things. And
Did you ever go in and count? Do we know how many projects you have on the list?
I know that we counted it, but it's probably not an accurate count because I need to clean up the list a little bit. I can tell you that let me see, let me count real quick. Hold, please.
We came up with a way for Keisha to be able to kind of tell how many
Right.
whips she has.
I started 14 things this year and I
Hmm.
finished 14 things. So we are at net zero.
You're at a net.
So even Steven this year, I didn't plan that at all. So my high month, I'm pretty sure was probably April because that was whenever I was doing the frogworts model. Yep, it's April. My high month was 12,595 stitches in the month, which was about 420 stitches. And my worst month was the one I just told you about.
Okay, so it's funny, you just did a couple of things that I did not list. So, but
Hmm.
I can find those quickly.
Yeah.
Come on, silly thing. Okay. Are you ready for me to tell my stuff?
Oh, yeah. Unless you need me to say more things while you do some
Well,
thinking.
you say more things for a minute and I'll get a couple of numbers too.
About 56% of the stitches I did this year were on things that I finished. And about 42% of the stitches I did this year were on models.
Keisha is obviously a better statistician than I am.
I set up this spreadsheet a couple of years ago and I just keep filling it in. I just keep copying and pasting from one year to the other.
Um, I'm looking at my high and low month, which I knew what they were, but it's
Hmm.
kind of surprising. The low month is kind of surprising.
Okay.
Um, and you know, well, I mean, it is and it isn't, I guess. I have one more number to calculate here, and then I'm ready to talk.
All right. Trying to see if I have any other surprising stats. I don't know that I really have any other surprising stats.
Okay, so I started the year with about 150 whips.
Hmm.
I am down to currently 131 whips.
Wow, amazing.
So 19 came off. Now, here's the thing. I'm trying to self-imposed, trying to get to 65 whips by the time I turn 65.
Hmm.
So with my current 131 whips, that means I need to complete 66 or complete or UFO,
Hmm.
66 of the things that are on my current whip list. And I have to do that by July 3rd of 2028. So I have about 2.5 years. But if you think about that, that means that I need to get um, like 33 things off of that list. No, I need to get about 30 things off of that
Hmm.
list in this next year.
Yeah.
Um, it's really interesting, right? So I had 36 new starts for the year. Seven of them were models. And I had a total of 44 finishes for the year, which is my highest year in years. And here's what I'll say. In a couple of the past years, I did a bunch of little bitty, like I would have considered them minis, not even
Mhm.
smalls, in December for gifts and things. I did not do that this year. The reason that I pushed so hard to finish Blackberry House is that I had to finish in all of my categories. And I was able to, by finishing Blackberry House, I had an extra large finish.
Mhm.
So um, one stat I didn't put on, but that I have right here is that I did, I just have to find them. There we go. 24 small finishes, 15 mediums, 3 large, 1 extra large, and 1 BAP. Big awesome
Nice.
project. So that's my 44. And that was pretty amazing for me to be able to finish that much.
Right. Well, and your finish on your BAP was a lot of stitches.
Well, my BAP may surprise you because it's kind of a cheat. It's a year at Hawk Run Hollow. It's the one block. Oh no, I have 2 BAPs.
Yeah,
Why
because you
did I not?
finished your linen and threads mystery sampler.
Oh, I'm looking at a previous year. But yes, it was my linen and threads. You're right. So it is a legitimate BAP finish.
Mhm.
So yeah, the numbers I gave you were fine. I just was looking below it instead of above it. But yeah, that I mean my year was pretty good to
Mhm.
do those kinds of finishes. But I know, I mean, I know that I need to get more off of the list. So,
Yeah, well, I mean, at that pace, you're definitely going to do it.
how many projects do you think I worked on?
Oh, that's hard. Well, I know that you've worked on at least 25 between the Halloween stitches and the Christmas or the winter stitches. I'm just going to go 80. How many did you work on?
109.
Wow.
It was pretty amazing to me to think about that. So,
The
I
full
mean, I
year.
started the year with 150 whips and I worked on 109 projects. Now, they weren't all whips because
Sure.
obviously I had 36 starts,
Right.
but that still means that I stitched on like 60, more
Yeah.
than 60 of my whips.
Right. You touched so many of them.
Although I
That's
can't,
awesome.
I mean, around 60, I guess,
Mhm.
because 44 finishes, some of them were start and finish.
Right. Right.
So, um, I did my yearly total is it's under my goal. It was 191,660. So I really wanted to hit 200,000. That was a
Right.
random number. I've
Yeah.
never tracked my stitches like this.
Hmm.
So when I divide that by 365 days, that is an average of 525 stitches a day.
Wow. Which and 500 is what you've been aiming for.
Hmm.
So that makes
Yep.
sense. That's
And I
awesome.
figured out that if I want to do 200,000, my average does not have to be that much higher than it was this year. It needs to be an average of 548 stitches a day.
Oh,
So that's not bad. I mean,
yeah.
that's gives me really good
Attainable.
hope there.
Yeah.
Um, I was trying to think there was something else up here. Oh, I think I didn't say in December I had 19,528 stitches, which was my fourth highest month of the year. It accounted for 10% of my yearly total, and it was an average of 630 stitches a day. I had some massive stitching days in December.
Mhm.
I really took advantage of the time off.
Right.
Um, my highest project number of stitches for the year, funny that you remember these things,
Mhm.
was in September, 6,769 stitches to finish the Linen and Threads mystery sampler, the 2017.
Mhm.
which linen and threads is fox and rabbit. Um, my highest daily stitches were in December, 1,463 stitches. And my lowest daily stitches were 10 in June, which is not my low month of the year. My high month of the year was January, 20,858 stitches, 11% of my yearly total.
In January was the day that we actually did the 24 hours of
Yeah,
cross stitch.
when I slept through most of it, yes.
Yeah, well, we were all delirious by the end.
And then my low month was July. That's my birthday month.
But it's
And I,
also retreat month.
yeah, I only had 9,346 stitches, which was 5% of my total.
Mm,
What it tells me is that, yes, I spend more time during Frogwarts helping grade and host and do behind the scenes things, administrative things than I really thought that I did. So that's okay. That one I want to boost a little this year and see if I can at least have that over 10,000.
yeah,
So, because that would help my average, right?
great, for sure.
And was trying to see. Oh, I guess I worked on 3 projects on December 31st. And I'll have fun filming a video for you guys to see my 26 projects because I went through, so I looked at things a little differently this year. Are you finished with stats before I go
Yeah,
in?
yeah,
Okay.
I'm listening.
Okay. Um, my 26 for 26, normally we just pick projects the first year in 22, we picked 22 projects and started 22 things
Mhm.
on New Year's Eve and New Year's Day. And we did, I was trying to think. I think we did 12 hours of chats. So we changed projects like every half hour. And that
Mm,
gave us a little bit of wiggle room, the extra couple of hours, or the extra hour, I guess, to just have a couple minutes here and there. And over the years, what we've done, we always have one New Year, New Start.
mhm.
And that's the only one we require ourselves to start a new project. It's the only new project I'm starting this year. I've
Oh,
always started more than one. It's the only one I'm starting for that
sure.
26. Um, but I went through and looked at projects that I thought the ones that were already on there, I left. I took 2 off. They were just things that weren't working for me right now. But the other ones that I put on the list are projects that I really feel like I can finish this year.
Mm,
So, um, I was just trying to have some sort of a plan that would help me with my 65 by 65
right.
plan. And this should kind of do it. Um, the 3 that I worked on, well, I'll tell you, the first one that I worked on was Tribal Hippo. It's the
Hmm.
funniest thing because I always think that he's almost done.
Right.
And he really has a ton of stuff. And I spent a little bit of time frogging on him, which is why I only did 3 things that night.
Hmm.
Um, but it was, I did the frogging that I needed to. I did some frogging yesterday on a project, a lot of frogging, and then I still put part of it back in wrong. I'm not frogging it again. It's not going to affect anything. I know what the error is, and I'll be
Hmm.
able to go on and just finish from here.
Right.
Um, we've talked some plans. We hadn't, Keisha and I had made a plan to try and get together and talk about our plans.
Yeah, we made
Well,
a plan to plan.
didn't work. Um, and I have kind of decided that that's kind of how planning goes
Hmm.
with me for the year. And I feel like I have had a eureka moment and I have figured out what my style of planning is. It is the spaghetti method. You
Yeah.
throw a bunch of things at the wall and you see what sticks.
There you go. That's perfect. That's perfect for us.
And Keisha would probably agree because what I throw at the wall, she picks off and tries to figure out which one's going to work for her too.
Uh-huh. Well, and we are people who want to do all the things, but we can't do all the things.
Mhm.
That's what I'm learning about myself.
Well,
And so, yeah, spaghetti method.
yeah.
Absolutely.
And I feel like we are not, we're not so stubborn that if we say this is our plan, we're just doing it.
Hmm.
Um, we're willing to try things, but we're also willing to say, that may not be working quite as well as we think it is.
Hmm.
And so we'll take a step back. We had planned to, on the first day of winter, start Stitch and Inch Winter.
Hmm.
Didn't happen. And
No.
it didn't happen intentionally
Hmm.
because I looked at my stuff and said, it's too much right now. I'm trying to do some other things and I don't want to do it. I'm not in the mental space to do that now. So I talked to Keisha and I said, I don't want to start it.
And I was like, great, I'm not going to finish fall.
So, we're flexible enough with those things. And we've talked about that. It could be that we'll start one of the other ones later in the year,
Yeah,
but
because
not
we
right
like the
now.
series, but
Mhm.
it's just sometimes you overcommit.
Yes. And yeah, we definitely like the series and it will get done.
Mm-hmm.
Um I told Keisha I had started charting it out in my WinStitch program. No, Mac Stitch program because I have a Mac. Guess what? I already purchased it as a PDF.
Mm,
I own it as a paper copy and a PDF copy. I
there you
already have a pattern keeper copy. I don't need to worry about doing that one. I'll do something else.
right. There you go.
So, um, so one thing that did work this year was partway through the year, I set a goal for myself that before I moved on from a project, I would do 500 stitches. That has worked great. I'm going to up it this year.
Okay. What are you
We're going to
doing?
see how this works. And if it doesn't work, then I'll go back. But I'm going to try and do 750 stitches per project that I
Ooh,
work on.
okay.
Um, I mean, 500 I could easily do in 2 stitching sessions. Even if I was doing a daily project, I could easily do 500 in 2 days.
Hmm.
750 I can do in 2 days comfortably, um, if I'm not doing a bunch of other stuff.
Right.
But it would still give me, if we're filming every 2 weeks, it would still give me about 6 or 7 projects that I would work on every 2 weeks, on
Right.
top of any daily stitch we might have.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's, that's one that I feel like works for me.
Hmm.
And it's an easy, soft goal, and I can do that.
There you
So
go.
we'll see how
What
that 750 goes.
and what I need to, so I have for quite some time, I've had this 200 stitch per day goal. And that was established before I had two children. With one child, it's a little bit more manageable. With two children, less manageable. So I just need to kind of figure out what does my stitching look like now? Like I really need to push to still stitch because it helps, like it just gives me a break. Um, and I need a break. But I need to kind of maybe be a little less rigid with my goals. Because sometimes I do get stubborn and then I'm like, well, if I'm not doing my goal, I'm not stitching, I guess.
So I might as well just give up.
Might as well just give up. I might as well just stare at my phone instead of stitch, which is another thing. Like that's just kind of a different resolution altogether is let's look at my phone a little bit less. So, we've kind of talked about it before. I think I'm having a year of big projects and less finishes. I did start. I'm participating in the 2026 Heaven and Earth Designs Stitch Along. I chose
And
the
they
sun.
already tempted you with another free project.
They've already tempted me. So, um, whenever you signed up for the SAL, they had like stretch goals. If so many people participated, you got different things. So we got some charts that way. And then the thing was, you got this special chart if you finished a page. And they just decided to give that away for everybody who'd signed up. It's an Amy Stewart. If you're into Amy Stewart stuff, it's lovely. It references a bunch of her other work. It's really cool. There's like a scroll or like a place where you see the person stitching and they're stitching another one of her pieces. Like, so it's a piece within a piece. A couple of those actually. Our friend Erin, the hiking stitcher, has already started that. So go check out her channel. She's already got great progress. But do you want to see what I've done so far?
Yes,
Mine? I don't have a picture for you. We'll have to insert a picture. And I've got
right
parked
here.
threads all over the
I'm going
place.
to point.
All right. But I have got the first 200 stitches done of it.
Nice. And you have more than
So,
one color in there.
yeah, there's a lot going on over here. Um, but I'm doing this, so
You want to
uh,
tell us the name?
yeah, it's the sun. Sorry.
No, it's
Just look
okay. I
at it
just,
and decide what it is.
and
It's
it
the sun.
totally looks like a sun with all the dark blue.
Absolutely. There's a little ray of red up there. Um, it's The Sun by Edvard Munch. There's a larger pattern of this that you can get, but it's a smaller cropped one for the Sal. Uh, Usually I do my heids on either 25 count or 28 count, 1/1. But this one I'm doing on 40 count. This is actually Malo from Zweigart. Doing it on 40 count and I'm doing 1/2. So trying something
Cool.
new. But that is my big start for the year. I'm planning on So we're doing a challenge in kind of our stitching group that is with a deck of cards, so you have to pick four different projects. So here are the four projects I've picked, and I may keep them for most of the year. It's the sun, because if you finish 6 pages, you get everything that was all of the Sal charts, and so that's the goal I'm going for. I don't know that I'll make it. One is Flying Pink Piggy. Tell me if you've heard this before. I'd really like to finish that this year. Uh, uh, Another one is Sea Glass from Carolyn Manning. And I'm going to be bringing out Death by Cross Stitch from Long Dog Samplers.
Ooh.
So those are the four that I've kind of chosen as just like global, um, I guess, focus projects of
Okay,
the
so
moment.
this is kind of fun because mine are two longer term, two shorter term projects.
Okay.
So one of them is Rodney.
Oh, fun.
Um, Rodney is it Carriage House or Kathy Barrick? One or
Kathy
the
Barrick.
other. I think so. And then my other, and I have a lot to go in him. I mean, I've filled this much of the bunny, and the bunny is like taller than that.
Hmm.
The other one is In All Things Be Exceedingly Diligent by Needlework Press. It's huge. It's
Hmm.
huge. And it's a horizontal sampler. I seem to somehow be really fascinated by those.
Yeah.
My third one, so this is one of my easier ones, is Forest. But the reason I chose it is because it was one of my 22 for 22 new starts.
Hmm.
And I have one tree right in the middle, little
Oh.
bitty tree, and that's it.
Hmm.
And I'm tired of looking at one little tree.
Right.
So my forest needs to grow.
That's right.
And it's beautiful. It's a Satsuma street. I
Hmm.
mean, glorious colors. So it'll be great. And then my other one is really not that far from being done. So it's Sweet Spring.
Mm.
And that's also by Satsuma. And it is a bunny.
Yes.
And it is really cute. And I
It's good.
don't have that much left to go. and I just want it to be done. So I thought I'm going to put it in this. And I was going to say, you talked about this. If you want to participate in our challenge, in our group's challenge, here's what you need to do. You can you're going to I'm doing the deck of playing cards. I put it away. Oh, it's right there. I put it away, but I'll tell you what it was this week. You are going to assign 4 projects, so one to each suit, and then you can pick a group of people that you want to assign a suit to if you want to play an extra game, and you'll have to figure yours beyond that. Every week we're going to draw 1 card. And our card values are going like face value times either 10 or 100. I counted an ace as 1, but um, I drew an ace this week, and that would mean I only had to do 10 or 100 stitches. I may bump it if I have time. It may be 100 this week because I have the rest of my January stuff to go. And I feel like you can be flexible with this. Then Jack, Queen, King, I put down that they should be like worth 15, 20, and 25. So 150 or 1500. What did you decide they are?
I'm kind of going with that. I think I may do my own little variation and do blackjack rules. So how you'd count them in blackjack. So the face cards are just all 10.
Okay.
And the ace can either be 11 or
Or
1.
1. Yeah. I did think about that too. And then the Joker, I have 2 Jokers in this deck. The Jokers are a true wild card. You can choose any project you want to stitch, any project, not one of the 4. It can be one of the 4, but any project you want, and do 100 or 1,000 stitches on that in the week. The Jokers will also be put back into the deck for redraw, so they could come up multiple times. Not all cards will be drawn. Um, we in our group are having a Stitcher of the Week. And when the Stitcher of the Week is chosen, we're going to stitch an extra 200 stitches on their project. So that's where, if you want to add that as an extra project for the week, have your group of stitchers or floss tubers or whoever you want to do,
Mhm.
and or people in your life that you
Yeah.
want to assign a suit to, and just spin for yourself and choose one of those people and do that. And then we also do a theme for finishes. We say that our people have to have a minimum of 500 stitches left to count it as a finish. So you can't go out and finish a bunch of things that you have 50 stitches left in, unless that's how you want to play the game.
Right.
And then we're stitching 100 stitches for each finish. So this week we had 2 finishes, and we drew the ace of spades. So if you want to play, there's your first draw. And I'll try and post on my Instagram because there's a goal for you. I want to be more active on Instagram.
Mhm.
Um, and I know one of my goals has always been, and Keisha did this with me this last year, to have 1 finish per month.
Mhm.
So Keisha's finishes are going to look different this year.
Yes. Yeah, my page or my finishes are probably going to be more page finishes, and I'm probably going to sneak some smaller things in there. Uh,
Ooh, or a row finish if
ooh,
it's,
yeah, could be.
because if you're trying to get like a width or a height,
Hmm. Yeah, that's
and you
true.
make it all the way down, I feel
Yeah,
like that's just as good.
right. Um, but I'll probably put a couple smaller things in there because who am I if I am not working on a mill hill? So there will be some smaller things.
And she will have finishes every other month because if you don't know, Keisha is the model stitcher for the Snail Mail Club. So she does a snail every other month
And I love
to
those little
get it
snails.
finished.
Hmm.
And so she will definitely have 6 finishes during the year.
7 because Frogwarts.
Oh,
At least.
yeah, there you go. So that's always been kind of a soft goal with me, and it'll still be there. It's not one that I am upset about if I don't hit, because
Mhm.
I think when we looked, I had only managed to finish a project every month in of the last, I think I started my list in 2022, and I had only managed to have a finish in like 2 other years.
Mhm.
So I had two, I was at 50%. I had half of them I had a finish, half of them I didn't. So
Right. Well, and this year I didn't finish a thing every month. I did most months, but I did have more than 12, so on average.
yeah. And I feel like it was just kind of fun. And sometimes what it would do to me is it would motivate me and focus me to be like, I haven't had a finish yet this month.
Hmm.
What do I have that's close to a finish? Which then helps my game of, hey, I need to get whips off my whip list,
Right, right.
because I'm trying to just, I picked something up the other day off my list. After I did 100 stitches, it has, I think, 2,046 stitches left.
Mm-hmm.
Something else has 1,300 stitches left.
Hmm.
In the
Right.
grand scheme of things, why am I not finishing that? If I'm finishing close to 20,000 stitches a month, why am I not finishing those?
Hmm.
So those are questions that I ask myself.
And
So,
it's because there are so many fun things to work on.
yes. And um it's part of why we made the change in the group with the challenge, just because it it's a little more flexible,
Hmm.
and it frees up some brain space for me. I don't have to track everybody as much. I do need to know if our people have finishes,
Hmm.
but basically I'm just drawing a card every week anyway, and I'm spinning. I'm even including people in our group who aren't doing the challenge.
Hmm.
So it could come up with any of those people. It happened to come up with somebody who has been really regularly participating this week. So that was kind of fun, but it should be an easy game. And I think it occurred to me, I sent Keisha a message one day. I had been watching Flosstube and listening to the games and thinking, I don't have that much brain space to keep track of all of this stuff. I just don't. So, it sounded like a lot of rules that I read out to you, but if you think about it, it was really simple. You're going
It's
to make
flip
up
a.
how much you want each card to be worth,
Mhm.
and you're going to stitch.
Yeah, pick four things.
So, hey, if you decide to play that game, tell us in the comments. But leave us a spade, because that's what it is this week, and we'll know.
Yeah, spade is the sun for me.
So the sun, really. Okay, my spade, I didn't look. Sorry, I can tell you. My spade is in all things be exceedingly diligent, which
Nice.
is on my 26 for 26, and which I have not stitched on yet.
Hmm.
Oh, that's the other thing. All of these pieces just in the here in the like our weekend, Katie and I normally have tried to get things done New Year's Eve and New Year's Day. And we decided this year that we're tired of switching things every half hour. It's frustrating. We're not getting things done. There are errors in pieces. And so we just give up on that half hour. And, we've put in like 10 stitches and that's it. We decided that we were being more kind of goal oriented with them. Katie's trying to finish, she's setting like a motif or a section goal before
Hmm.
she moves on. I'm setting that I want to do at least 100 stitches.
Hmm.
But then after this weekend, so I'm going to finish up, I have 15 left to go. After, oh, that may not be true. I didn't write in yesterday's projects. I think I did 3. So then I would have 12 projects left between today and tomorrow. After tomorrow, I am going to go back and make sure that I get at least 750 stitches total in each of those projects.
Yeah.
So, because that'll roll into my goal for this year. So,
Hmm.
so you'll see those projects a lot in the next couple of weeks. That may be all you see in the next couple of weeks,
Hey,
but
there we go. We're just gonna be we're very goal oriented in January, and we'll
yes.
see how long it takes, at least for my wheels to fall off, because you know that they will.
And I think we've about got this stat thing down.
Mhm.
Just for a laugh, I'm going to show you where I wrote this craziness down. The first month that we did this, last January,
Mhm.
I did not have a clue how I was going to do it. I just didn't.
Well,
Oh,
neither.
and also I wrote, I put stickers on days and said that I had new starts. Didn't say what they were. I mean, I could go back and look and that would be okay. Um, my first stat sheet, and I think Keisha does most of hers from her spreadsheet and just
Mhm.
tells you what things are.
Yeah.
Here's my first one. This doesn't even have anything to do with it, nor does this.
Oh,
But it's just all of this crazy stuff that I just like wrote down. And then as Keisha talked, I wrote more things down.
right.
And where it's moved to is that um this year, so the part in gold over here is not anything, but
Mhm.
it took that much. Now this
Oh.
is December and the end of year, but
Mhm.
I have a formula now and I know
Yeah.
what to do.
See,
So
I give you all of the stats directly from my spreadsheet. The spreadsheet's changed a little bit this year because you started saying the stat of what percentage of your monthly stitches things were. So I was like, I'll add that to my spreadsheet.
it's
So,
kind of fun, right?
yeah.
And I told Keisha the spreadsheet that I use, which was given to me by a friend, we film on Sundays most weeks. So I added in on my spreadsheet um, just a marker across them. And I know we talked about this. I don't know if you ended up doing it or not.
Mm.
I added a marker across, I don't think I can. Oh, if I make it small, I can. I added a marker across for every Sunday. Um,
Mm.
this line that you see going down, that's my 12 days of stitching. So I set my projects up and then put them in order and then mark them going down. But the other thing I added is that at the end of each week, um, I tell you how many projects I worked on and each day. And then at the end of the week, I tell you how many stitches per week.
Oh, okay. So maybe I need to so all of mine I have several monthly ones and then I have a total sheet that it all flows to. So I'll probably play around and add a couple of extra things to mine.
I have a red. The red cell is my low count. The yellow
Mm,
cell is my high count. A pink means a new start. This bright green means a finish. So when I get to the end over here where it tracks the total number of stitches per month
hmm.
on that project,
Yeah.
I've highlighted them green. So it's really easy to see how many finishes I had during the month.
Oh, nice. I have some conditional formatting in mine on the totals so that the total for the day turns green if I do over 200 stitches.
Nice.
So,
Yeah, and I played with just colors and things, but the Sunday thing really helped my brain
oh,
just
okay.
because we will talk about, and especially when we move to, I was doing it before, but when we moved to filming every 2 weeks,
Hmm.
it's really easier. I may even change it so that when we film, I make that column a different, maybe I'll make it a darker blue even
There
or
you go.
something so that because then my brain can say, this is where I start. And when I pull projects, that's what I do.
Hmm.
So I'm trying to be more organized with things and um even that kind of stuff helps.
Yeah.
So,
So let us know, are you a spreadsheet person? Do you track your stats? Like how do you go about this? Because we are always looking for some fun
yes,
and interesting ideas.
we like to plan, we like to, yeah, we love things that inspire us, and you guys with your ideas always inspire us.
Always. There's always something new and cool to learn.
Hmm. So, and Keisha is an accountant, if you don't know that. So,
That's true.
so
I
she
like
always has
numbers a
things.
bit.
She always has things to add in. Um, we didn't really talk anything about like uh this month's upcoming plans, and I don't think we will because I know Keisha has some things to get done this morning.
Yeah, we're gonna go do the last of our Christmas celebrations today. So,
So it sounds like lots of shenanigans will be had.
oh, and you know what? I'm getting together with some people where I could just ramble all day.
So then there is nothing else left to say for 2025
Mhm.
except bye.
Bye. Have a good week. Have a good year.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.